Welcome to CrushTheStreet.com's Unconventional News Update for February 3rd. On the presidential front, only 5% of the delegates have been bound in the primaries, so this is still anyone's game. Wish your luck to Ron Paul in Nevada's primary tomorrow. Gold and silver are both doing well recently. Gold about $17.40 and silver $34. They are outperforming financials as we await any word on the next round of quantitative easing. Bernanke says the economy has been recovering over the last few years.
Over the past 2.5 years, the U.S. economy has been gradually recovering from a deep recession.
Interestingly, the 4-week average volume on the New York Stock Exchange has hit a low not seen since 1999. Venezuela has completed its repatriation of 160 tons of gold held abroad. If my calculations are correct, this is over 5 million ounces, or around $8 billion worth of gold. The Congressional Budget Office released its annual report. It projects only a 1.1% growth in real GDP for 2013. That's lower than the Federal Reserve's optimistic estimate. The CBO even goes to report on the BLS's BS way of lowering the labor participation rate, and that real unemployment would be around 10% if the BLS did not do that. Way to confuse the average American with these phony statistics. Greece is apparently still seeking a second bailout. The Eurozone had at least 21 meetings since last spring to combat their financial crisis and will meet again February 6th to potentially craft the second Greek bailout package.
Gwen, the one concrete thing they did agree to was a new kind of budgetary or fiscal pact, they're calling it. Some call it a treaty. 25 of the 27 members of the European Union agreed in principle to this. And the idea is that they're going to have a tighter mechanism to ensure fiscal discipline on its member countries.
I wonder what kind of shenanigans the Europeans are facing from their governments. ProPublica reports that Freddie Mac bet with complex mortgage-backed securities that profited when borrowers stayed in high-interest home loans. At the same time, Freddie Mac made it harder for homeowners to get out of high-interest mortgages.
Freddie Mac entered into some complex mortgage securities investments and bet that people could not refinance their mortgages. They would lose money if lots of people got refinancings. At the same time, they made it harder for people to get those refinancings.
Can you say conflict of interest? Facebook may soon be having its initial public offering that could be the largest in history for websites.
It's official. 8 years after Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook, the company is going public. Facebook, with 850 million users worldwide, hopes to raise $5 billion in its initial public offering, or IPO. That's the most for an internet IPO since Google went public in 2004.
When they start trading this company publicly on stock exchanges, his net worth will be roughly $25 billion, putting him in the top 15 in the world's richest people. And he'll be bringing a lot of his employees along with him. About 3,000 people work out there in California on Facebook, coders and advertisers and all these people. And about 1,000 of them will become multimillionaires the minute this stock starts trading.
This concludes the report. To stay on top, visit and subscribe at CrushTheStreet.com.